I'm ashamed to admit it, but I used to think anxiety and depression weren't real. And it's really bad because I know my friend, one specifically, had it, depression and anxiety. And I literally laughed in her face and I said that it's not real. Just don't be sad. I didn't know it at the time, but I was so extremely shut down from abuse in my life that I couldn't even conceive of connecting with myself and realizing that maybe there was something else going on in me. And what's laughable and karmic is that I come to discover 5 years ago, oh my God, I've been in depression and anxiety my entire life. And I had to go through a massive dark night of the soul and do a ton of healing. I spent a ton of money and time working to claw out of the pit of darkness that I was in and begin to rebuild my life. And that looked like moving through depression and then in the last year and a half moving through anxiety. And I now know that a lot of these are just, the depression anxiety is kind of like a filler or a substitute emotion for emotions that I was unwilling to deal with at the time, or frankly, didn't have the capacity to. I now know that I had almost no emotional resilience, no capacity for complex emotions. And that was because in childhood, I wasn't really taught how to do that. I was actually handed abuse and neglect instead. It took fighting for reconnection with myself to realize all along that it's real. And I had no empathy. And that was such a massive failure on my part. And it's really vulnerable to share that because that is such a terrible thing to laugh at someone and say it's not real. I regret it so much and I talk about it all the time.